Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by today. So I have a quick little video on some work I did on the side of the house. Although it wasn't quick, it took me many hours, 2 days actually, to do this because there was a lot of moving of rocks. But I had this area, it's a lot of rocks, kind of like a rock garden. And I always say I had like the white rocks representing water between the two land masses on each side. But I got really tired of it. I thought it wasn't to the potential it could be, but I wasn't going to go crazy fixing it, but I wanted to fix it in the same respect. So what I decided to do was I was going to take out those round stepping stones that we use sometimes to go back and forth to my sister-in-law on the driveway, and I was going to replace them with the treads from a stairway decking from down the shore that we had the Atrix put down. So we got rid of the wood, and I figured, hey, I'm going to use it. Maybe I can make a rustic kind of look. So the first thing I had to do was take out two giant hostas that had grown together in a line, and I wanted more spacing between each one. Now, it isn't the best time to be moving plants, especially in July, but these are kind of resilient. So, I've done it before and I did it now. I took two of them out and I'm going to separate them and use them somewhere else. So I'm showing you right now the openings where they came from, which I'm going to cover over with stones. So like I said, I had the treads and the risers left over from a stairway from a deck, and I thought, if I put them together, I can kind of make like a little boardwalk area in here and make it more quaint looking than it actually looked. It was, with all the rocks and everything, it was very hard and harsh looking and very dry looking, and I wanted to make it look a little bit more lush to match more of what I have going on around the outside of the house. So right now I'm just scanning down the area. I'm showing you where I'm going to be taking out those round stepping stones, and I'm going to be replacing them with the decking. So here you see I started putting the decking down, and I did, like they're solid in there. And what I had to do is I wanted to make a little bit of a curve. So what I did was I just, with a marker, I kind of made the line where the curve had to be, and I used my circular saw in order to cut the wood and put it in. So here you see how I did the curve. You see I kind of made like wedges like that, and it was, it wasn't hard to do. It was because of the rocks, it made it uncomfortable to do because I had to keep moving rocks as I was trying to work at the same time. All right, so I ran out of treads that I had from the old stairway. So I'm at these sides that were, for the stairs. I'm actually cutting them down into planks so that I can use them for the walkway. And I'm using a circular saw in order to do that, which, it's pretty easy to use, but obviously be careful. I'm always a little bit nervous when I'm using power tools, but you should be. You have to always be aware and alert when using them. But cuts down pretty easy so far. So as you can see, what I'm doing right here is as I'm going down, as I'm continuing along, I'm actually adding the rocks in on the side so that it's a work in progress, because I just have a rough idea on, what I'm doing here. There was an open spot right there, so I'm adding a hosta. Sorry, the garbage truck is here picking up the grass stuff. All right, so remember the giant hostas I took out in the beginning? Well, they're giant, so I'm cutting them. Is this the right time to do this? Absolutely not, but I'm doing it anyway because they're very resilient. So here was a space, I'm putting one right there. Okay, so here it is. I think it has a more rustic look, and I think when everything fills in, it's going to have a more lush look. So it was what I was after.